Hello, ladies and gentlemen. So today what we're going to learn about is a review from 6th grade. We're going to talk about ratios. So a ratio is a comparison of quantities. That's really all it comes down to, a comparison of quantities. That is it, a comparison of quantities. All right, ratio is a comparison of quantities. That's all it is. And so it could be, normally it's two quantities, but it certainly could be more than that. So for instance, if I have this, the comparison of stars to circles, is going to be written as 3 to 4. Stars to circles is 3 to 4. I have 1, 2, 3 stars and 1, 2, 3, 4 circles. Pretty straightforward. Good. Great. Let's move on. So something else that I can certainly do with ratios is, if I'm going back to my 3 to 4, I can write this in 3 different ways. So one way would be to write 3 to 4, and that's absolutely how it's said. 3 to 4. That's how you say it. In fact, this is another way to write a ratio. 3 to 4. Another way to write it, do you remember this from last year? We have 3 ways to write a ratio. You guessed it. That way is 3 to 4. 3:4. So these are our ways to write ratios. 3 different ways to write ratios. Now, something that people get a little bit confused about is the difference between writing ratios in different ways and writing equivalent ratios. So an equivalent ratio, if I have something, let's go back to our 3/4. What this means is, for every 3 stars, I have 4 circles. So what would happen if I had, say, 6 stars? Or 6 stars. How many circles would there be? Well, it's pretty easy to see that this is 3. You would have to do times 2 to get to 6. And if you do something to the bottom of a fraction, you're going to have to do that same thing to the top. You need to do the same thing. So 4 times 2 is going to be 8. So in my original example here, if I had 6 stars, I would know then, and the ratio was 3 to 4, I would know that there are 8 circles. One more way to get this is something that hopefully you remember from last year. It's pretty important. Cross products. Let's do just a super quick review of what we mean by this. So if I have 1/2 and I say that that is equal to 5/10, I know that those are accurate. I can do their cross products. 10 times 1, and I know that's going to be equal to 2 times 5. This is 10, this is 10, those are equal. So if I have something a little bit tougher, like let's say I have 3/4 equal to something over, let's see, let's say I have 10 circles. How many stars would I have then? I don't know what this is. I can't easily get from 4 to 10, so I'm going to have to set up cross products. So I know that I'm going to have 3 times 10 equal to 4 times x. And remember, I don't need to put a multiplication sign here or anything. If something is right next to a letter, it means it's getting multiplied. So with cross products, we're always going to solve these the same way. I'm always going to have on one side a number and a letter, and on the other side 2 numbers. I'm always going to go through these same steps. On that side with the first thing I'm going to do is multiply the 2 numbers. 3 times 10 is 30, and that is equal to, I'm going to just drop down what I didn't change, that is equal to 4x. Then my second step, always in solving a cross product problem, is going to be to divide both sides by whatever is attached to the letter. So 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times x leaves me with x. 30 divided by 4 is going to be 7.5. So what I really have here, I have 3/4 equal to 7.5 over 10. That's really what that means. Hopefully this has sparked some memories for you. Get to it, guys.